those environmental events, to fortifying our bridges, our power lines, as I said, and our levees, but also to one of our biggest responsibilities to make sure all the money is used efficiently and effectively. And I have a lot of experience in doing that. When I was vice president, I was given the responsibility of overseeing, as my now running the vets department, but as my former chief of staff of was saying here, Dennis can tell you, of implementing the Recovery Act, which was nearly $9 billion in stimulus package, $900 billion stimulus package. And in the process, I'm proud to say we were able to, the president gave me the authority, which I will be signing as well, to use whatever assets the federal government had, any personnel in the federal government, and we put together a good team, because when we finished implementing the Recovery Act, it was determined that it had less than 0.2% waste or fraud, period. That's how I became known. The president started calling me Sheriff Joe, but from President Obama at the time. Because I made it a point every day to stay on top of how exactly the money was spent, what projects were being built, what projects were not being built, and how it was functioning. And it was one of the most efficient implementations of a major program in modern American history. Well, it is my intention to see to it that the act we just passed, that we're going to sign on Monday, meets the same standard. We owe it to the American people to make sure the money in this infrastructure plan and the Build Back Better plan, which God willing we're going to be able to still finish, will be able to be used for purposes it was intended. So that's what I want to talk to my cabinet about today, and the high obligation and responsibility that we all have to make sure this money is used wisely, used well, and used for the stated purposes for the American people. Because if we do it right, we know what it will mean. We know what it will mean. It will create millions of new jobs, it will grow the economy, and will win the world economic competition that we're engaged in the second quarter of the 21st century with China and many other countries around the world. And we'll see ease, and I say yes, ease, lower inflationary pressures on our economy. And we'll be carrying this out, what I call the blue-collar blueprint for America. One that builds the economy from the bottom up and the middle out, and one not from the top down. And so I want to thank you all for being here. That's what we're going to discuss today, and next week I'll have further announcements of exactly who's going to be put in charge of how we do this. So thank you all so very much.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.